Hello YouTube viewers, once again welcome to the operation. This is Discovering World channel. Thank you for your subscription to the channel and thank you also for your patience. For some time now I've been away towards production and I know some of my subscribers have been waiting to see what is upcoming. When I've been into intensive research work trying to see how I can improve and also bring better things to the viewers, and today I'm going to discuss something very important and I believe it will be of immense benefit as usual, and I'm going to answer your questions all based on the comment received, and I believe you just be patient. I'll go over it. I'm going to do also some videos on area that need practical answer. Today I'm going to discuss something very important. I'm going to look at the area how to build an automatic frenzy system using the renowned scientist and renowned frenzy generator builder. So some people don't know that the frenzy generator started as far back as early 90s. As far back in the 90s, a lot of things were done in the energy system, and that is one of the things I was trying to discover and why it's just resurfaced now. There are things that were trying to be kept from people, from public notice, because of some policy, government policy, and some selfish interest. And people don't want this energy system to come out so that their businesses will not be submitted, and also they will not be able to sell their oil system. That is why, and that is why people like John Bendini was made research on that area in years back on frenzy system, and also make a good design, which I'm going to show you today on how to do it and how to implement it. Whether the policy is favoring frenzy system to go into the market or not, we will surely be educating you people. Thank God for the YouTube, and also thank YouTube management for this opportunity using to also educate people. And for today I'm going to talk about this system, which I know is going to help you so much. Now let's take a look at this Mr. John 1984 energizer system. He said sometimes people don't know about this energizer. This is a system of frenzy system that has been so fantastic and has been so good. The diagram alone has been make a lot of difference. Now if you look at critical here, you see this is a typical coil. You can also say it about you can call it coil, you can call it generator, and it helps to bring out the energy required. And then in this place we have, which is point B, is the motor. The motor, in this case we are using DC motor, that helps to bring out, that helps to turn the generator. And then through the turn of generator we have the point C. The point C here is the diode bridge. The diode bridge now is the one that trying to send the voltage to this point D. This is the switching control. If you look at critically, you see there's a blue line showing negative voltage moving to the switch, and then you see the red line showing positive voltage moving to the switch. Now in this case we have the batteries. What does the battery does? The batteries helps to power start the system, trying to give the system the initial voltage. That is why if you see now we have the red here, we have the blue here, which is telling you that as the battery send voltage to this DC to start the system automatically, the diodes now send voltage, the energy that received from this man here, this generator here, back to the batteries to keep their batteries charging. So this is a typical system that many of you always think about. Say, how do we start the system? How do we run the system without fuel? How do we do this? How do we do that? Now if you observe this diagram, it gives you the explanation. Now what you need now, if you want to do this kind of system, first of all you need a generator, which is what is here now. After that you need a motor, which is what is here. You can use a 12-volt battery volt. You have 12-volt battery motor if you wish to. What you have here now. Then after you have that, you have a flywheel. This flywheel keeps the initial energy, I'm going to do another video on flywheel, because many people are asking questions on what is the essence of the flywheel. I'm going to do a video on that. Now, this is the flywheel system that keep the initial energy, the kinetic energy, moving. Then there's a button. You need this in. Then in this case, you need a control switch. You're going to see the subsequent time now. A control switch that keep the control of the bridge voltage that come from here, and also send voltage back to the center wall through this place. This man out to center wall. Then this control switch that keep the battery charging, so that there will be like a recycling of the energy. This man leads to this place, this man leads to this place, and this man also fire this one, and this one turn this one, and this one come here. So it's like a circular system. So then the free energy system is about the cycling system. It's moved from point A here to point B, from point B C, from point C, you have D, E, and F. So the voltage moves like that from this point, move like that. So you can see this. Now let's take a look at this diagram and see this. You can see some of this. And if you look at this place, this is the batteries. You got the control switch here, which is what we have in this place here. The control switch in this place now. This is what it is now here. This is it here now. Then you also have something of this nature of flywheel. As you can see, I have a flywheel here, which is also help to keep the kinetic energy. Now, some people say, what is the function of the flywheel? This is a question from one of us. What is the essence of the flywheel? Well, I will do a picture of flywheel, but I want to tell you the flywheel keep the initial energy going. In my next presentation, I'm going to discuss much about flywheel, so that you will know what the flywheel does. Now, as you can see now, then in this place we have the diode bridge, which is here now. The diode bridge is here now. Through this place now, you have the diode bridge here. Then if you go further again, you see there's something which is very, very important, and that is the flaming system. So now, if the voltage move, the voltage here move from the batteries here, from the batteries, this is the batteries fault line. This is the battery line, which is linked to this this place now. Then this place now send voltage, the battery voltage here to this place. This is where you see this arrow here. You send the battery voltage to this place. Now, if you observe critically, the batteries here release a DC voltage to this place now, and send to this place now. Then this place now bring out AC voltage back to this place, tap to this control, which the batteries help to charge. Now you see what the battery does now. It releases voltage and get voltage back. It releases voltage and get voltage back. So the batteries give out and also take in, because this master man, this man here, this man C does his function is to help the batteries. This AC voltage from this package is the bridge is to keep the batteries charging. So if the battery is charging, the batteries now will now give out its own voltage to this DC motor by keeping it running. So the battery receives strength from this place, So you now understand very clear. The battery receives strength from this place. Why this man now receives his own supply from this DC? Why this one receives his own support from this man? So you see the whole thing is interconnect and interwork together. So this is what make the beauty of the free energy system. Now let's take a look at the practical form of this system, and you can believe me when I'm talking about that. That's very working. See it here. Can see it here now. Perfectly okay. The bed is here. This is the generator. This is the motor. This is the generator, and this is the flywheel. Now, if you start critically now, the system is on running. As you can see, it's running perfectly. And we are constructed because the generator is not losing current. It's not losing current through the help of the batteries, and then the batteries also is not losing current through the help of the diode charging system. So you see the system is there all working perfectly correct. This one receive from here, this one receive from here, and this one supply from here. So the whole system interwork and make it easier. You can see it here now. This is the batteries. The batteries is its own strength from this place through the diodes. The diodes are sent to the batteries, and batteries now help to run this man. So you can see that the whole process just one move together in very serious form. That's the batteries now. This is the batteries now, and the battery is being charged through the control here. You see on charging system through the control. You see, you can see the two cables of the batteries. This is the black and this is the red. Those are what we have in this place now. It's now, you see what you have here. You see this, all this one stands for black, and so you can see the process. It's just very easy, and you can understand that this is not just the affecting, it's original working perfectly. You can see it now going. See the system running perfectly without no disturbance, everything working. The generator is very perfectly okay, and there is no form. As you can see, the speed of it is moving in a very fast lane, the bed and all the things you need. You see, this is what made the beauty of the generator. This is what made the beauty of the system, because you can see the generator is working and there's no shot, there's no break. It's moving in a very fast speed. So this is the beauty of the whole system, that makes system good. Now if you observe critically now, the supply of the generator is ongoing, and everything about the generator is perfectly. The control is also working, the flyway and all the system. You can see the system in overview. This is the control switch, then the batteries that receive through the direct charging system to this point, and this point charge the batteries. Then this is the generator, the motor through the feeder of this place. You have this AC motor, and this is the flyway, and everything is working in order, and you can see what we're talking about. So this is what you need to do if you want to design a friend system. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't fail to share this video to your friends, and also remain tuned to the next production, because we're going to do a new production. Bye for now.